In the summer of 2024, Indian cities faced an unprecedented heat wave, with temperatures soaring past 53 degrees Celsius, halting urban life. The heat island effect intensified the crisis, turning concrete jungles into furnaces. Disappearing green coverage and urban water bodies making the situation worse. Polluted air filled with thick smog and heat, intensifying respiratory illnesses. On the other hand, growing consumerism highly escalates the intake of electricity, straining power grids and causing frequent outages. Shortages of drinkable water further burden urban life, as residents in places like Delhi has been suffering for essential supplies of the water. As the temperature was breaking records across India, multi-dimensional pollution was choking the life of every city dweller. The scientist attributes all this mostly to the global warming driven by human activities. The soaring temperatures spared no one, not even the smallest creatures like these bees, who faced a dangerous situation. The extreme heat forced them to seek continuous supply of water at any cost, not only for drinking, but also to keep their hive cool and maintain the needed moisture. Trapped by the surface tension of the water, caused death of hundreds. Some may survive till the rains come, with the help of this wet cloth as their water source. But the summer not only hit the urban area, but also affect the rural and forest regions in India. As the heat intensified, a fire erupted in the Dhubri forest, consuming dry leaves and trees. The blaze devoured everything on its path, left only ashes and smoke, highlighting the severe impact of rising temperatures on natural ecosystems. The unhindered wildfire kept rolling at night, putting nearby villages at risk. By the dawn, the wildfire started reaching toward the farm field. A villager, armed with just a branch of a tree, bravely fought the flames. His relentless efforts ultimately saved the farm and the nearby forest. As the wildfire roared behind them, panic-stricken animals rushed towards the water, and calm and unwavering river became their sanctuary. The life-giving waters of Banas offer refuge and restore the spirits of her children. In Indian civilization, rivers are revered as mothers for their nurturing and life-sustaining qualities. This documentary introduces you to a little-known river and the close bond it shares with the inhabitants living around it. It not only looks into their daily choirs, explores their challenges and resilience, it also searches for solutions. This is the story of the children of Banas. Perennial rivers flow year-round, are sustained by the snowmelt, rainfall or groundwater. They are crucial for the survival of humanity, ecosystems and agriculture. Originating from the Gangotri Glacier, a prime perennial river Ganges has been acted as a mother river for the Indian civilization for millennia. Trees of the forest help maintain some perennial rivers by regulating water cycles, reducing runoff and preventing erosion. Originating from the pristine forests of Guru Ghasidas National Park in Chhattisgarh, the Banas flows just over 100 kilometers northwest through Sanjay National Park region, also known as Sanjay Dubri region in Madhya Pradesh. Before merging with the Son river near the ancient Sri Chandra Shiva temple in Siddhi district. The Shaiva temple and adjoining monastery was established in 972 AD by the saint Prabodha Shiva, the guru of Chedi rulers of the region. Built in Nagar style, temple is a signature of architectural heights of that time in this region. Sanjay National Park's geography is marked by rolling hills, dense forests, and winding rivers, including the Banas. This rugged landscape supports a rich ecosystem, home to diverse wildlife. The surrounding areas of the park are inhabited by tribal groups such as the Gonds and Baigas, who have lived in harmony with nature for centuries. These tribes rely on the forest and river for sustenance, practicing traditional animal husbandry, gathering, farming, and fishing. The shallow waters and clean beaches of Banas host various types of fish and many other aquatic life. Fish are essential source of protein and minerals for these marginal communities. For them, fishing is more than just a trade. It's a means of survival. The local people have been practicing sustainable fishing techniques for generations, using handcrafted nets and traps. Though restricted for being mildly poisonous, sometimes they also use the pulp of a wild berry, locally called birra, to stun the fish to catch them with ease. Sawan, the rainy season, marks the breeding time for fish and many animals. The Indic traditions discourage the hunting and consumption of living beings during this period, especially in Central and North India. Thus, just before the Sawan starts, fishing turns into a community festival for the tribes along the Banas river. With hundreds of villagers working together, they build a temporary log and stone barrage over the river. The streaming water is siphoned through a bypass where a unique trap catches the silver harvest. It's a call for a feast. The life of a Baiga farmer is not always filled with such fun and excitement. His day starts early at dawn, heading to plow his small plot of land with bulls, preparing it for the harvest in the coming rainy season. A young girl walks through the village and fields, seeking greener pastures for the herd of her goats. A young boy goes deep in the forest, dig the earth in search of the roots of some wild medicinal herbs. He also gathers branches of trees to use as a fuel and feed for cattle. The forest region is largely covered with sal, which is known for its timber and leaves. Wild fruits and herbs from some of the trees like mahua, palash, tendu, sarai and bahera hold a special position in Baiga culture. The local villagers collect these from the forest and use them as food and medicine, in rituals and sometimes also for selling. Cattle and livestock are vital in Baiga communities, providing essential resources like milk, manure, and labor for farming. These are also the prime source of income for many. And among the wildlings, animals like the tiger, gharial, and wild boar hold cultural significance, symbolizing strength, sustenance, and spiritual connection in Baiga traditions. The tendu tree is a crucial resource, yet it is quite rare in most parts of India. But this unique geographical region is blessed with an abundance of tendu trees. Its leaves are primarily used to make biri, a kind of hand-rolled cigarette, which provides significant employment opportunities in rural areas. During the collection season, villagers gather tendu leaves from the forest. These leaves are dried, sorted, and bundled before being sold to biri manufacturers, mostly through government infrastructure. The tendu leaf collection is not only a vital income source for many tribal families, but also sustains the biri industry. The mahua tree holds a central place in tribal life, particularly for communities like the Baiga. Its flowers are a vital resource, rich in sugar and used to produce traditional alcoholic beverages, which play a significant role in tribal rituals and social gatherings. Besides, the dried flowers are a nutritious food source, often consumed during lean seasons. The seeds of the tree are pressed to extract oil, used in cooking and as a natural remedy. Mahua is more than just a tree. It symbolizes sustenance, tradition, and economic support in tribal cultures. Moisture-filled winds from the southwest sea collide with the western Ghats, creating heavy rainfall in Kerala and the neighboring region, and mark the beginning of monsoon in India. The Deccan Plateau, with its varying elevation, further affects the intensity and distribution of rain across the nation. Usually within a few weeks, the monsoon reaches central India. The season here is a dramatic interplay of geographical and geological factors. After a relentless summer, the monsoon transformed the valley into a spectacle of renewal. Dark clouds gather with an almost palpable anticipation, and each drops of rain fall like nature's relief. Thunder rumbles and lightning dances across the sky as rivers swell and fields burst into vibrant green. This life-giving downpour is not just a season, it's a dramatic revival, heralding the valley's lush reawakening and the promise of a fruitful harvest. As the monsoon unleashed its beauty, some young boys ventured into the Banas river to witness the rising water after the first rains. They waded into the swollen waters, perhaps for some selfies. But a sudden flash flood roared through the valley at once, took them along within a blink of an eye. Panic spread soon in the village. A disaster management team from NDRF arrived swiftly. Their efforts are a valiant race against time. Despite the consecutive attempts by NDRF and villagers, the relentless flood claimed the young lives, leaving the community in profound sorrow. The river, once a symbol of rejuvenation, had become a tragic reminder of nature's unpredictable power and the fleeting nature of life. The monsoon rains around the region profoundly impact the lives of local communities many other ways. For farmers, the rains are a double-edged sword. While they provide much needed water for crops, they also bring challenges. The heavy downpours make the Banas river rise, sometimes several meters within a short span of time. It can lead to soil erosion, water logging, and damage to standing crops, making it a constant struggle to manage fields. Rural households face significant hurdles as well. Flooding can disrupt daily life, damaging homes and infrastructure, and making travel difficult. Many families rely on temporary shelters and makeshift repairs to cope with the sudden influx of water. Health issues also arise with the monsoon. Stagnant water can become a breeding ground for mosquitoes, leading to an increase in waterborne diseases like malaria, dengue, and cholera. This season, while crucial for agriculture, underscores the vulnerability of rural communities to environmental and health challenges. But the nature not only gives challenges, offers some unique solution too. According to the local, bathing in these little ponds have magical power of healing and rejuvenation. Adjoining to the Tatiswar Mahadev temple, these ponds are fed by a natural hot water spring. A continuous flow of seeming hot water originated by a very rare deep earth geophysical activity make this place unique. Rain transforms the surrounding forest into a lush paradise, and the Banas swells within Sanjay Dubri Tiger Reserve, claiming more land than in summer. A part of the Sanjay National Park and the Dubri Wildlife Sanctuary, the reserve was established in 1975 as a sanctuary and later declared a tiger reserve in 2008. The initiative was taken to protect the biodiversity of the region and especially a good population of tiger. But this reserve is mostly known for Mohan, who is considered the father of all white tigers in the world. In 1951, Mohan was discovered here in the forest of Dubri. He is a symbol of nature's beauty and the wildlife legacy of this region. Sanjay Dubri Tiger Reserve spans around 1,674 square kilometers in Sindhi, Singrauli and Shahdol districts of Madhya Pradesh. The reserve is divided into core and buffer zones, encompassing dense forests, grasslands and riverine ecosystems, home to diverse wildlife species. This is a forbidden territory for unsolicited human intervention. This is a forest ruled by the king of the jungle. The dense green coverage, prudent water bodies and the wide grasslands of the reserve home a large number of herbivorous animals like the spotted deer, sambal deer, Indian gazelle, wild boar and nilgai, who later managed to sustain a large number of carnivorous animals like the leopard, sloth bear, wild dog, jackal, Indian python, crocodile, gharial. When the monkeys and langurs keep an eye on the prey, the porcupines, rabbits and monitor lizard manage the small bushes and the birds take over the sky. They help maintain biodiversity and balance, while conservation efforts protect these species, ensuring the health and sustainability of the river and its surrounding environment. As cotton-like clouds float in the blue sky over green fields, the community gathers to celebrate Navdurga after a bountiful harvest. Women for all community gather on the bank of Banas to offer special prayers, and the old one turns to the holy recital of Ramcharitmanas. For the young ones, it is the time for the village fair, buzzing with life and color. Stalls display simple tools for the farm and the households, vibrant textiles, handmade crafts, spices, and fresh produce. The scent of spicy snacks fill the air. Some tends to enjoy the hand-powered Ferris wheels. For the lovebirds, it is also an opportunity of pair bonding, or just making memory with a new tattoo. Goddess Durga represents the power of nature and femininity, and her mount tiger symbolizes strength and protection, showing the strong bond between people and the natural world. For 9 days, the goddess has been honored with fine rituals and grand festivities. On the last day, the whole village gathers on the bank of Banas to send off Ma Durga. It is the time for the immersion of idols, a practice symbolizing the cycle of creation and dissolution, reflecting the Hindu belief in the transient nature of life and the universe. But there is an inherent conflict that has never truly ended since the beginning: the conflict between humans and nature. As civilizations grow and expand into new territories, they often disrupt the indigenous environment, seizing resources and displacing native inhabitants. Thus, the conflict persists. These seemingly harmless deer wandering into farming fields are a farmer's nightmare, devouring crops and causing significant losses. Livestock also faces danger with various predators, further intensifying the challenges for rural communities. With limited resources and capacity, these farmers guard their fields and livestock day and night, often alone and vulnerable. Farming and animal husbandry are the primary source of income in the valley, with few opportunities for employment or business. The absence of major industries exacerbates economic challenges and joblessness, leaving many residents struggling to find stable income sources. Infrastructural development is important for industry growth, yet it faces challenges in the forest region due to rugged terrain, environmental concerns, and limited access. Overcoming these obstacles is crucial not only for boosting economic opportunities and industry expansion in remote areas, but also for improving the quality of life for the people of the region. Joblessness in the valley sometimes drives illegal activities such as hunting, deforestation, and illegal sand mining, posing great danger to the local ecosystem. These actions further degrade the environment, creating a vicious cycle that harms both wildlife and local communities. Traditional Chinese medicine often uses the body parts of exotic animals. Many Indian wild animals like the tiger, rhino, and monitor lizards are being targeted to fulfill their twisted desire. This demand not only threatens species but also fuels international wildlife trafficking rackets even in India. According to WCCB and police authorities, over 9,000 poachers were arrested between 2012 and 2018 in the country. But the evil industry survived due to the low conviction and prosecution rates. As often the ground-level actors who get caught belong to protected communities under vulnerable conditions. Sometimes nature takes its toll. A man walking through the jungle met a tragic end, losing his life in a sudden tiger attack, a not so uncommon tragedy of this region. In the Baiga community, death is viewed as a passage to another world, and instead of mourning, they often celebrate the memory of the departed. Rituals involve singing, dancing, and feasting with participation of the entire village. This celebration honors the deceased's journey and reinforces the community's spiritual connection with nature. Government compensation offers some relief, but the hardship of human-wildlife conflict remains severe. Losses of crops, livestock, and lives strain rural communities daily. In recent time, capable farmers are sometimes using the electric fence and sensor-based alarms to protect their harvest. The Forest Department has adopted scientific approaches to address human-wildlife conflict, including the use of GPS collars and camera traps to monitor animal movements and prevent encounters. Community education programs are also crucial in promoting coexistence. The Anubhuti program, organized by the MPEDB in collaboration with the Forest Department, educates students living near forest areas about nature conservation. Assisted by the local experts, the Forest Department has organized a Anubhuti camp on the bank of Banas for the school children of the area. Through activities like treks, nature classes, bird watching, and wildlife management, the programs aims to foster awareness and understanding of the importance and challenges of conservation. Guided by Sanatan traditions, the local people's approach to human-wildlife conflict is rooted in a profound respect for nature and a belief in coexistence. They share space and resources, exercise self-restraint from unnecessarily harming or attacking animals, and have an unwavering faith in the will of God, making life adaptable here. While initiatives like Anubhuti are laying a strong foundation for future generations, the youth in the valley require immediate support to overcome the economic challenges they currently face. Sustainable development and rural entrepreneurship provide alternative economic opportunities, with ecotourism at the forefront. By promoting local culture, wildlife conservation, and responsible travel, ecotourism helps generate employment, support small businesses, and encourage the preservation of natural and cultural heritage in rural communities. The recent interventions by the Tourism Department and other government bodies, including providing resources, training, and financial assistance, are essential for empowering local communities and enhancing economic opportunities. Seeking food and suitable nesting grounds during the harsh cold of the native region, a flock of migratory cormorants arrives at the Banas after flying thousands of kilometers, likely from the Central and Eastern Asia. Migration is vital for their survival, helping them find resources and avoid unforgiving climates. The birds feed on fish, pair up, raise babies, and rest by the river throughout the winter. The Indian skimmer, a striking bird with a unique beak, fearlessly lays its eggs on the pristine and solitary sandbanks of the Banas River. Despite the challenges of the environment, the sandbanks still provide a safe haven for the skimmer, cormorants, and many other riverine birds, allowing them to thrive in the untouched beauty of the river's ecosystem. The region is home for more than 300 species of birds. A group of nature enthusiasts arrives at the banks of the Banas River for a unique bird-watching expedition. They quietly observe, capturing the river's diverse avian life, thriving in this serene habitat. A family with young children stays overnight at a cozy homestay near Sanjay Dubri Tiger Reserve. Early the next morning, they set off on an exciting safari, guided by a knowledgeable local expert. As they venture into the reserve, the jungle comes alive with sounds and the anticipation builds. Suddenly, they spot a majestic pair of tigers resting on a stone pit, their powerful presence leaving everyone in awe. The adventure continues with extraordinary encounters. A herd of deer grazing, vibrant birds fluttering through the trees, and a wild boar dashing across the path. The safari culminates at the elephant camp where the children are thrilled to see a giant roti made for the elephants, their laughter echoing through the forest. Tourism in the region is emerging as a vital avenue for economic growth. With its rich wildlife, scenic landscapes, and cultural heritage, the area attracts visitors seeking authentic experiences. This influx of tourists provides new opportunities for local businesses, homestays, and guided tours, boosting the region's economy and supporting sustainable development. It also helps locals recognize the true value of their natural resources and motivates them to protect and preserve their environment. As the tourism grows in the region, prudent accommodations are being offered by several old and new entities. Simultaneously, homestays offer an authentic experience, allowing visitors to immerse themselves in local culture and traditions. Guests can enjoy locally produced goods, from handmade crafts to fresh regional foods. Central India's tribal communities have rich dance and music traditions. The Baiga perform the Karma dance, celebrating the changing seasons. The Gond people are known for the Saila dance, a lively group performance. Each tribe uses traditional instruments like drums and flutes, adding rhythm to their celebrations. These Baiga people from Hatwar have been performing the traditional dances solely for their own enjoyment for centuries. As tourism grew, they began performing for visitors, gradually becoming more professional. With new attire and polished routines, they formed the Banasa folk dance group representing the Baiga people. As the Banasa group gained recognition, they received a special invitation to perform at a significant parade celebrating Maharana Pratap Jayanti, organized by the local upper-class Rajput community. This is no ordinary feat for the Baiga community. They broke through a barrier that had persisted for generations, achieving this through their art and determination. As we draw this journey along the Banas river to its end, we must reflect on the profound relationship between people and nature. The river, a lifeline for the communities it touches, reminds us of our dependence on the environment and our responsibility to protect it. A beautiful spring envelops the valley, casting a vibrant spell over the landscape. The banks of the Banas river echo with the cheerful laughter of tourists. The harmony between people and the nature creates a heartwarming moment of joy and tranquility. Everywhere you look, there are vibrant colors. Honeybees are out there, jumping over the branches and bushes. They revel in the blooming flowers, nodding with the gentle breeze. These honeybees need to collect more honey now to be prepared for the coming harsh summer. In the Baika village, this is the time for the celebration of Holi, the festival of colors. It is a unique and vibrant experience deeply rooted in Indian tradition, which celebrate the nature and productivity. A night before the final celebration, the villagers, dressed in their traditional attire, gather in the central square, where a bonfire is lit to symbolize the triumph of good over evil. The air is soon filled with colors and joy as the villagers begin to play the Holi. Men, women and children alike smear each other with bright powders and splash colored water, turning the village into a kaleidoscope of hues. The clear water shimmers under the warm sunlight, casting a gentle glow. As the cormorants have departed for their distant home, the river now seems a little bit solitary. Yet it remains inviting, calling out to other animals and birds to gather along its peaceful banks, embracing its serene beauty. As the sun rises higher in the sky, its light grows brighter, casting shorter and darker shadows of trees and rocks. Till now the temperature is perfect, neither too hot nor too cold. But soon, as the season progresses, the circle will turn and the warmth will increase, signaling the approach of the coming summer, changing the mood of the valley. As global temperatures rise and unpredictable weather patterns become the norm, there is a consistent growth in the challenges these communities and wildlife are facing. The extreme heat waves, wildfires and floods we have witnessed are not isolated events, but signals of a changing climate that affects us all. These environmental shifts compel us to rethink how we interact with our surroundings and what we value most. May the river Banas continue to flow with life, nourishing every creature that depends on it. The animals, birds, fish, humans, and the thriving forests along its banks. Banas, like a mother, cares for all her children, the children of Banas. As we commit to protecting the forests, they, in turn, will protect the river. Together, we can ensure that the Banas remains a symbol of hope and sustenance, flowing endlessly for generations to come.